how many states can you name off top?
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona,
Without
Arkansas.
doing a song.
Why would I not use a song? It's in the alphabetical order.
That's like me saying like, yo, can you do the ABCs? A B C.
If you don't do that in your head, then you're a psychopath.
All
right, so let's get this shit started. You ready for my song? I don't know the words of the song, but I know how. Here we go. Can you pay my automobiles? Can you pay my hand-me-down bills? Blip, 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 blip. I know any words. Fuck that. Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast. The podcast where we go through each other's internet search histories and find out how terrible we really are. To my far right, the usual suspect, my co-host.
Chris Bazemore, a.k.a. Vicky Smalls, a.k.a. Ball Spot Poppy, a.k.a. could be your baby father, but I can't afford to be.
And I'm Chris Reiter, and in between us, we got comedian, my fellow Midwesterner, Mr. Conner Dixon. How you doing, Conner?
I'm good. I don't have any cool AKAs.
I don't either. I don't think anyone does.
Because you guys are from Midwest, and it's terrible out there. So in New York, we are creative.
You know what's crazy? New York isn't that great.
Are you from New York?
Yeah, born and raised.
Really?
Here's what's crazy. I love New York. Like
me
I don't
too.
for the foreseeable future. I don't live anywhere else. But it's also not amazing. It's not like it's Venice.
It is, basically.
No, New York is this place that no matter which direction you're walking, wind is blowing in your face.
It's also the dirtiest place people love.
Yeah.
If it were any dirtier, you couldn't say it with a straight face.
What about them?
Strip clubs are the dirtiest
Relatively
places
sanitary.
Sure.
that people love. And New York isn't nearly as dirty as a strip club. Have you ever eaten at chicken wings?
I mean, Atlanta chicken wings and strip clubs are amazing.
I've never been to Atlanta strip club, so
New York's not that great. Let's just line in the sand.
Yeah.
I love it. It can
New York
do
is
better.
the best place you could be, man. Especially for what we do and everything.
For what we do, yes.
Yeah.
For everything
Not
we
to
do.
eat chicken wings.
In strip clubs? No.
No.
And it was a white chef. I didn't like that.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah, white chef, and he was like young. Like you could tell he was happy about his job, but he wasn't frying the chicken wings right.
That's because he got to look at titties while he worked.
Did they do the chicken wings where they put them in like lollipops? You know, and they do that. You know, when they do that at restaurants. Have you seen that?
No.
They call it chicken wing lollipops, and they just push all the meat to the top, and then they charge you like $17. That's what a white chef would do for sure.
That shit would make me so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Just make me some fucking regular chicken, man.
I can deal with a bone. I don't need all your help.
Or just go boneless at that point. Just fully
make
go.
it a nuggie.
Don't go halfway.
Make it a what?
A nuggie. Chicken nuggie.
And St. Louis is a good place.
No, I'm just saying if you're going boneless wing, if you're going fucking pull the bone out, just call it a nugget. Call a spade a spade.
Fried ravioli at St. Louis is good.
Oh yes.
Toasted ravioli.
Toasted ravs.
Toasted ravs.
They fry ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
fire.
Everyone there has high cholesterol.
We don't not have it. You know?
High blood pressure.
St. Louis can't get a break. We got fucking real fatty foods. We got something called gooey cheesecake. No, what the fuck's it called? Gooey butter cake. Literally, it's a pound of butter in the recipe. We have a fucking brewery in the middle of the city.
Which one? Miller Lite?
Anheuser-Busch.
That's Milwaukee.
You know, well, you are wearing a great
This is a
Goose Island,
Chicago brewery.
Yeah, for sure.
I respect that.
Yeah, I went to the brewery.
Why did I open up with that song?
Because you want me to pay your bills.
Exactly. Well, I opened up with that song. My girlfriend said something a while back. Now, just to
pay my bills.
Yeah, well, that's basically it. She now just to preface this, I make okay money, right? I make good money, but I got a lot of expenses, right? She makes also good money with much less expenses, but she makes more than me. So she grosses more than me, and she has fewer expenses. Long way of saying she is worth more money than I.
So she should pay your bills.
Jokingly, she said, I'm trying to be your sugar baby. And I was like, you can't be my sugar baby. You make more money than I. You're worth 6 figures more than me.
6 figures more?
Yeah. Well, she has built a net worth. I just started a 401.
Okay.
Like, I ain't got nothing built up.
My girlfriend makes more than me, too.
See?
So...
And I basically told her, you can't be my sugar baby when you're worth more than me. And she goes, of course you can. A sugar baby can have more than one sugar parents.
Streams of income?
Yeah.
It's like a chart.
Yeah, she has 7 streams of income. That's fucking amazing.
So my question to you two is, if you had to draw a line, because I said my defense to her was, well, at that point you would no longer be a sugar baby. You're just sort of an escort.
Yeah.
If you had to say it.
Is she fucking the other men in your life?
That's
Does
a good
Sugar
question.
Baby? Does Sugar Baby? I don't know. Where do you think the line? Can you differentiate between Sugar Baby and escort? Where's the line between just a Sugar Baby and possibly a sex worker?
Fucking.
Yeah, a sex worker. It's in the name.
Yeah.
Well, Sugar Baby sometimes fuck their sugar parents.
Yeah, but it's more
Maybe
so,
via like videos, right? Maybe
it's
like
like
personalized videos.
Yeah.
Well, think about it like this. My understanding that people try to differentiate is sugar babies are you basically build a relationship. So oftentimes you do end up having an intimate relationship with your sugar parent.
But do you see them in person a lot? Because I'm thinking of like the online stuff where it's like
just send me money.
Yeah, send me or like there's like
Are you thinking of like OnlyFans and shit?
Yeah,
I'm thinking like actual sugar baby is like you've been in Greenwich. I play this game when I used to bark. It's called Girlfriend or Daughter.
Oh yeah, that's
where
a
I
good
see a really attractive girl.
You put me on to that game.
I mean, it's just like an old, looks like fucking Carl Reiner from All in the Family.
Yeah.
With this gorgeous young girl, and I think in my head, is that his girlfriend or is that his daughter?
It could be a sex worker.
Well, see,
Could be a sex worker.
I think there is a difference.
is it a sex worker? If it's a relationship, you're both getting something out of it.
I mean, I don't think. See, I've never used a sex worker, but I don't think you just go and just pound town and then leave. Like I'm sure you have
that's
some
a sex
conversation.
worker. It's just it's a one for one thing.
Prostitutes work, and that's definitely like the major form of sex working, right?
Yeah, but what's the difference? Because sex worker is so many.
These are all things I've heard.
I'm not an expert.
But
I have a girlfriend.
it's-
I love her. She makes more than me. I don't lose this.
I want to keep that.
I can't lose this income stream. I'm a sugar baby in my situation, so I'm careful with what I say.
No, so I'll go out on a limb for you guys. So
I'm okay. You go on a limb for you.
this, your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys are looking, everything I'm saying, they mean. So just
I
stand in the
know.
kitchen and do nothing. You cook all day. Is that what you guys mean?
No.
No.
All right,
No.
I'm fucking with you.
No.
Not at all. You're ruining everything.
I am a feminist.
So they don't deserve to make as much money? No, I'm playing. I kid. My overall point.
I don't know. My
though-
girlfriend was working today, and I didn't see a lot of work getting done. So
So my thing with the whole sex work, that spans a whole lot of things, right? Because stripping is actually sex work.
Sure.
OnlyFans
Yeah.
would count as
It's
sex
sex work.
work.
Yeah.
It's so many different variants of that. If you sell underwear, like used underwear, I think that counts as sex work.
That makes sense.
unless you do it for free, like me.
Unless you're just doing it
Unless
for the
you
love
Love the game.
Love the game.
It's like, I love people smell my poo
just-
poo.
Yeah,
Like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Some of us don't get past the minors.
Right.
But yeah, I think for me personally, I think so. If you're a sex worker, it's an exchange. It's a direct exchange.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I have a set price for a certain thing. Whereas a sugar baby isn't like, hey, I hang out with you. That's $3,000. I do this. That's more escorting.
Right.
A sugar baby is just like, give me money, and every once in a while, I tickle your gray balls.
Sometimes is a sugar baby. Sometimes like instead of having a going for rate, they just have constant income stream, and they don't know
Yeah.
who it's coming from or how much it's going to be, but they just get like
I think they probably set
Venmos,
a price.
okay.
Like,
I think
hey,
it's usually
send me
a discussion.
$1,000. I
Okay.
have bills.
Well, my
Yeah,
understanding with
whatever.
sugar babies is it's
it's a long-term
It's-
contract.
basically it's more so it's very tough, and from what
Franchise
I
tax.
researched, it's hard to have multiple sugar parents
Yeah.
because a sugar baby is most likely 9 times out of 10 supposed to be a one-to-one connection.
Okay.
You basically have a relationship where you're cared for, you have an allowance,
Okay.
and you're basically this person's girlfriend or certified side chick. But oftentimes there are set allowances, and there's other sort of loosely based ones where it's like, yeah, you're my side chick, you're my girlfriend. I don't necessarily give you a set amount, but I'm gonna take you to Italy, and you're not gonna pay for anything. I'm gonna Learjet you to San Diego. We're gonna sit courtside at a Lakers game in the before times.
The Lakers are playing in San Diego.
Yeah,
In this scenario.
That's rich. I need him because he's bringing the Lakers to him.
that's how much money he's got.
He's got so
Like,
much
you
money.
bitches come down here, Bron.
Who are we going to play? The Chargers. I don't give a fuck.
It's not even that you're playing chess. Shut up. This is for my entertainment.
Beach volleyball with AD and LeBron.
Why are we wearing this? It just became like real like.
So, but my head is, at one point, does sugar babying, they call it sugaring, by the way.
Yeah.
When does sugaring become sex work? Mind you, nothing wrong with sex work. Earn your money how you get your money, but call a spade a spade.
I don't think it's quite sex work. I think it's one of those
It's a
gray
step
areas
below.
that like it floats in both. Like it's a thing.
Like
in
a Venn diagram where it's in the middle.
It's
Okay.
it's this thing in BDSM, and that culture is it's like financial.
I love the pivot. He's
it's called financial punishment. So you got all kinds of punishments. Corporal punishment, like beating, all that stuff.
It's called FinDom.
FinDom, financial dominant. And basically, you just like send me money, bitch.
I heard. I heard.
He heard.
I hear things.
I send him things.
I'm Conner ear to the street Dixon.
this
That's my
is-
AKA.
He FinDoms me, I FinDom him.
Yeah, we do a thing. Don't make it weird, guys. But they're just basically demanding money. They're dominating money, but they're not technically necessarily being sexual. Like they're
Sure.
innately the field and the thing, it's a sexual field, but they're not required. So it's like that is like sugaring in a way, but it's not. It's its own thing. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think sugaring would be its own thing, and sex work is its own thing.
Well, I think
And
sometimes that can get convoluted because
And sometimes people are sugaring and are sex workers.
Right.
So it's like, this is what I do for a living, but
You think it ever becomes like a pyramid scheme where like you're sugaring and then you have a baby above you though, and then you like it's I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like
you pay
it's-
dues to the baby above you.
Yeah,
and
it's
you gotta bring people in so you don't have
Right.
to pay.
mafia, yeah.
That's fucked up.
But I've heard sometimes with escorts is that especially older escorts who lifers, oftentimes
That's what they're called in the biz.
Yeah, lifers. Oftentimes when they have older Johns, a decent amount of time they don't even end up having sex of any sort. A lot of times they just want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just lonely old men.
Yeah.
But they're sex workers. But then the act of sex didn't occur.
Well-
Do they then move out of the realm of sex work if they're not actually exchanging sexual favors for money? It's literally just time.
Technically, some escorts they operate legally because you're paying for their time, and
What
then
they
any
do with their
sex,
time.
then anything
Right.
behind closed doors that maybe you pay extra for actual
Sure.
sex.
Yeah.
Is that-
Yeah. That's what I heard through the grapevine.
Everything we say has a caveat. We just heard this shit.
We heard
I'm
it.
on Reddit
Someone-
a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. I look at a lot of weird documentaries.
If you're a sugar baby with multiple sugar parents, are you still a sugar baby if you have a higher net worth than one of your parents? If I'm a sugar baby and I got 10 sugar parents and my
smart.
end of the year pay is $500K and one of my sugar parents makes $250.
Like we're not gendering this. We're saying sugar parents.
Smart.
Are you? Well, my.
And at that
follow-up-
point, are you now a sex worker if you have multiple sugar parents?
no,
Are you
you're
fucking
just
any of
smart.
them?
You're just smart, right?
Yeah.
You just got a good business.
It's like a hedge
acumen.
fund.
Yeah,
You're,
essentially.
you're basically running
But
a sex
here's the thing:
hedge fund.
if you are a person, let's say you work for McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then you get another job and another job, and you end up making more money than everyone in your particular McDonald's. Do you now own that McDonald's? No. You just have more money. That's just a job. That's just a stream of revenue. So I think in their sense, it's just a stream of revenue. And it's just like, I'm going to have 9 of these motherfuckers. Sure, you give me 2,000. He gives me 10. I got to fly
It's
with
like owning
this weird
stock in
guy.
Apple
to-
and Microsoft at the same time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I don't think it's I think you're still within the parameters of sugaring.
Now, common basically Reddit, which you mentioned a minute ago, I went through to see what other people in the sugaring world think of having multiple sugar parents. And the consensus is it leans a little bit toward this statement. Basically, the question on Reddit is it possible to have multiple sugar daddies? Specifically, they said.
That come from Chris.Reiter the
Yep,
third.
this
Oh,
was
wow.
I was like, bitch.
Interesting username.
Basically, the person just goes, it is realistic to have multiple sugar daddies. It's called escorting. So some people do draw a hard line in the sand, even in the, would you call it an industry?
It is.
See, I would call it,
No, 'cause
often
it's not
they call it
connected.
a lifestyle choice, not necessarily a job.
That's what
Because
I
if
would
you're not
agree.
working a day,
But
it
is
doesn't
it?
feel
But
like
if you're balancing multiple sugar parents, I feel like at that point it is a goddamn job.
Listen,
it's more than that's like a 60-hour work week. I
Yeah,
assume,
yeah,
because you
that's-
also have to
that's
keep
keeping you
You have a
busy.
schedule. You have
Yeah.
a schedule at that
that's
point.
the dream.
If you keep in a schedule, that's a job.
That's
Yeah.
the dream, man. That's
Yeah.
making it to the NBA for me. Get multiple sugar women.
So I guess the question
Mommies?
is, why would you? No, bad.
What? I can't say sugar women.
Why would you want multiple? That's all money leaving your pocket.
Oh, I mean, I'm the sugar.
He wants to be the guy who gets the money.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Sugar mamas, I guess.
He wants like
But
Genie
at what
Bus
point
pulling
does
him
it change from
courtside.
being a lifestyle
Yeah.
choice to a job? And I feel like once it becomes a job, you might technically be in the realm of sex worker.
No, I mean, if you start seeing the mics get better, set up, it's a little better, then, hey, man, call it what you want.
I can call it what you want, and you can call me what you want from my helicopter.
Call it success.
Yeah.
When I pull up on Uber helicopter, Uber drone, I don't fucking know.
He's got so much money and still can't afford his own helicopter.
When you're on camera in the Steve Harvey suits.
I don't want to. It's done.
Nah, rates is spiking. I'm not kidding. I'm going to get a car this time. Second question, follow-up. Would, say you were single, say you weren't who you are. Let's say that you can keep who you are. Would you sugar baby?
Would I have a sugar baby? Or
Would you sugar? Would you be a sugar baby?
What did I just say? It's my dream. If you out here.
But put in context the usual dynamics of these relationships. It's usually a much older person.
I would just practice. I would just look at old porn, get my mind adjusted to, my shit got to get hard to
You could definitely ruin your psyche.
I'll method act this fucking shit.
Yeah.
I've been more so like
You pick up a fetish along the way, though.
Yeah. Then I'm like, I like wrinkles.
You gave me a fetish. I mean more so like, how are you going to feel? Maybe because I'm someone who I generally keep an eye out for what people think and the looks I'm getting. Imagine you're at Minetta Tavern and you walk in with a bitch who looks like Nancy Pelosi.
Is it Nancy Pelosi?
It could be Nancy Pelosi. Oh, she got money.
That'd be a good client of yours.
That'd be pretty high profile, dog. You got connections.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Minetta Tavern. I bring them to us. Man.
I meant more so the ocular look of what it looks like for you to walk in.
Society's
and no one's playing boyfriend or son if you walk in with Nancy Pelosi. They're like, oh, that little boy fucking her.
Little boy. I'm walking in with the do-rag and everything. No, they probably think like I'm holding a hostage. So they probably, are you okay? Is everything okay?
Maybe you don't go to a nice restaurant and you do-rag.
Then it wouldn't be me.
Nancy Pelosi, she might have a stable of Chris Bazemore's, but she doesn't let them leave. She doesn't let them leave the stable. You know,
so
that's
she's
like
R. Kelly?
Well, you're of age.
She's got a rotation of dick.
Yeah,
that's fine.
She get it in.
I'll be Thursday. I'll be a solid Thursday dick. Because, it's not quite the weekend, so I don't got all the expectations.
So if you're a sugar baby, what's your rate?
What's my rate?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm cheap. Can you just pay all my bills? Put me in a nice house and a car and leave me the fuck alone so I could do this.
Do you have a line where you're like,
don't shit on me.
I won't do that.
Don't shit on me. Don't piss on me.
Ooh, but there's a price for that, though.
To shit on me, I don't think I know that price yet.
No, I'm just if you get into a negotiating battle.
It's a one-time thing, 10 grand. You doing it?
You might have
10
to up
grand
that.
after taxes.
You might have to up
There's
that.
no taxes here, I don't think.
15.
You might have to up that. 100. I need 6.
100 grand to get pooped on?
And that's still too low. I might need an M.
There's competition, though.
Right. It was right off.
You have to remember there's competition.
I was just saying, that's a shower session.
You might lose the job then, and there's going to be somebody who will get shat on
They're
for
like,
10K.
what, 10? You give it to me for 5. You just lost out on 10 grand. For just
Do I still have the house?
It's
Is she still
capitalism.
paying
It's
for the
supply and demand.
Yeah.
Is she still paying for the house, or do I just lose everything now? Because
You just lost a client.
You lost a
or
client.
You lost a relationship. She broke up with you.
Melania got to be looking for someone. I got to be. I'm going to stay in that presidential realm.
So you still want 100K for poop. That's your line. Body fluids.
You could find somebody who doesn't want to poop on you, but they may get bored at some point.
Yeah, no, we could do wild sex things. Like, I'll, put your face in, a doggy bowl. I don't give a fuck.
Well, they might want to put your face in the doggy bowl.
That's power dynamic.
But here's the thing about that. I
don't like dogs.
No, I would look at them and be like, really, you want to put a black man's face in the doggy bowl? And I would race card the fuck out of it because my assumption is they're probably white because you said Nancy Pelosi.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you really want to have this race thing?
So you're going to try to Machiavelli in your way out of this money?
Of my face in a dog bowl?
15 grand.
It's transactions.
Can I pick the bowl?
You probably would have a bowl in a briefcase once you get really into the business, right? You
walk
in the room and you're like,
I
here.
bring my bowl? Yeah. This is dope. I'm in Minetta Tavern just sitting there with a cigar with my bowl and suitcase.
Yeah.
With the do-rag and Timbs.
Have you heard of pupping? You know
I've heard of pupping.
Pupping?
Yeah.
What's pupping?
That's that's another type of sex domination thing,
Yeah.
right? Where you act like a dog and you have.
And they have whole masks and fucking where you
10.
I've heard it on your mom's house. There's another one where it's I don't know what the name of it is, but basically the same thing, but with babies. You pretend to be a child.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I don't want to play the age play.
Would you
stuff.
sugar?
Yeah.
Immediately.
But here's the thing. I also think based on what he said, I wouldn't be the top earner as a sugar. I would be solid middle of the road, maybe making 100 to 150K a year.
Solid.
Because then I have a good life, but I'm also not doing what I don't want to do. I'm sugaring my way, you know? So I'm
My way.
So yeah, okay, I'm not going to get that 10K for the poop thing, but I'll get 3K and I'll, do the dog bowl or whatever.
Are both of you doing multiple parents?
I'm going to have to based on my price range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last caveat to this
living
question.
in New York, I might need
What
4.
if you have a non-sexual sugar daddy?
What do we do? Well, I
Basically the same thing you do in a relationship. You
I
go
know.
out to eat, you hang out, you Netflix and chill, just no dicking.
Some cuddling.
ain't never have a dad, so I might.
But he wants to hold your hand. Basically everything you do in a relationship or a marriage is minus penis stuff.
Does your dad hold your hand and stuff? Is that what dads do?
Not at this age, I hope.
So then, nah. If it was simulating,
It's not.
that,
I don't think it's supposed to be like your father.
Right.
Although that's something you can
That's
explore
something
in
you have to
therapy.
be.
It seems like-
like, I'm doing this to get through this.
yeah, this is more of a thing.
I need to
for
pay
me.
off
that
this
could be
Vince.
your angle. Your
Yeah.
angle could be.
I'm like, yo, son, just like teach me how to throw a spiral. So like, $200 and you teach me how to
Well, that's a
throw
sugar
spiral.
father. There's sugar father and there's sugar daddies. I think.
True.
I think there's got to be a.
I can't do this. How about you? You would do the no penis stuff
Yeah.
Yeah.
and hold his hand and everything?
Sure.
Can you act?
Very, yeah.
Booyah. I would have stipulations on where it would occur.
While you're barking.
Right. I would never I would sugar everywhere in the contiguous United States except New York.
So
I would fly to Oklahoma City.
You go work the road.
Yeah. I would become a road dog. I would sugar baby everywhere except here or home.
would you? Who would be the worst person to see you in that position?
Other comics, just pretty much anyone.
If I see you in that position,
anyone I barked with, done mics with, but on show, any comic in the world.
You'd have to own it. You'd have to
You
make
have to
that
live that
immediately part of your.
I mean, but
act.
then I would probably make it into material.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that actually might work.
yeah, 'cause
To take that embarrassment, whatever happened from that transgression, or whatever happened, into material.
Good
that might work.
stories, and if you lean into it, then what are people going to say?
Right.
Oh, he
Yeah, you
likes
gotta-
doing this.
Yeah. He likes making money. He didn't see
Yeah.
her touch a penis, but he cleared 150K by getting fucking 5-star Michelin burgers.
talking about sports.
I don't know why I'm stuck on Minetta.
Are you hungry?
I think he's one of burgers.
No,
Yeah,
it's just, that's the one place I saw so many of those dad or girlfriend
Yeah.
couples come out of.
Well, that's where they congregate.
Yeah.
That's,
Wait, where?
in Minetta Tavern.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I worked at a 5-star hotel. A lot of stuff went down there.
Really?
People, you get the businessman's in town on a Wednesday. Call a girl. Maybe it's a sugar baby situation. They're at the bar. One time I saw a guy just like licking the woman's toe underneath the bar. This is a 5-star hotel. It's at the Peninsula Hotel. I don't work there anymore. But
So let's get her.
I heard when I worked there.
allegedly.
Last point I want to make. Last
All right.
question. I sent you both a video of these sort of talking head debates about finances and relationships. Two women specifically I wanted to talk about. One, this light-skinned chick was basically saying, if you don't make double what I make, you're broke. And then another woman was basically pontificating about how many black men she's taken care of financially. So, one, the question is, how often in relationships do you think, what is the line in an actual relationship that doesn't start off with that sugaring sort of pretext, end up basically being sugaring relationships? Also, it sounds like to me, a lot of the black women in Houston specifically, it sounds like a lot of black men end up being sugar babies.
You can see it.
At least in Houston, at least specific to her narrative. So where's the line where a relationship that was organic, where's the line where it turns into basically you a sugar baby?
I would say if every relationship, though, if you're really rich and you get in a relationship with somebody, it usually starts off somewhat equal. And like, okay, think about every celebrity. They start out in a relationship with another celebrity. At some point, one of those celebrities may overtake the other.
Sure.
Or the other one says, I don't want to work anymore.
Right.
So,
I mean, look at the ones who just got divorced, Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
yeah, he overtook her career by a long
By
shot.
a long shot, yeah.
Yeah, but before she was
ahead of
killing
him.
I mean, scary movie money for days.
She probably
House
still
Bunny?
gets that.
Yeah, House Bunny. I'm thinking more so like the light-skinned chick. Let's say assume she makes $25K. So her boyfriend has to make $75. So they're not necessarily rich. But at one point, it's her relationship a
organic relationship.
Right. Or an organic, even though she sort of started it off with, you got to make this much before you can talk to me. At what point is she no longer just a girlfriend, but she's also a sugar baby?
Sounds like she's looking for
looks like
the
she's
best
like
of
looking
both
to be
worlds,
a kept woman, right?
Yeah. She wants to be, exactly, kept. I think she's coming into it hot. Like, she's just like, I got demands, and this is what it is. I'm not putting my face in the doggy bowl if you don't make $150,000. And, you know, I respect that. I respect that.
Fair enough.
So, for me personally, to that comment, it's just like, I mean, that's her preference. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I should be able to talk to you, and that shouldn't be, I shouldn't have to lead with my money.
When does money even come up when you start a relationship? I feel like it doesn't come up, but you know what their job is. And then from there, you do your own research. You go on Glassdoor and find out what they're making.
And you cyber stalk them and pay for the Indeed.com plus profile.
I'm looking for a neurosurgeon.
Makes sense.
That's where the money is. I tell you that.
Gotta keep their eyes sharp, though.
Yeah, and they're always working, so they don't have a lot of time.
Leaves you time to be a sugar baby for someone else.
Look how I'm breaking the game down. I mean, then I can get like an orthopedic doctor or something.
Yeah.
You'd only sugar for surgeons?
Nigga just hanging out in Grey's Anatomy set. Just like, who needs a baby?
Cool,
sugar baby.
That's what
I'm licking toes. What's up?
You're on the apps. Your
pretend
name
like
is
you ain't
General
gonna lick
Hospital.
toes? You ain't gonna lick toes.
I would lick it for free. I mean, it's just a thing that happened. It wasn't money involved. I wasn't like in a 5-star. Ew, that makes it worse. You licking toes in the projects? I think I'm sugaring wrong, guys.
I don't think you're sugaring at all. I think you're just licking toes.
At this point, I'm just
Yeah.
going,
You're just having fun.
You can increase your price if they increase the level of cleanliness, maybe.
Sure.
You know?
Make them wash their feet beforehand.
Yeah.
sure.
And if they want to keep their feet really dirty,
That's gonna
it's going to cost you. That's going to cost you.
Yeah. All right, you guys are helping my business right here. I'm about.
Do
to
you need
make
managers?
You know, I could pay you a lot.
You're going to have to pay
That's
me 10%.
definitely sex work. Then that's the line. That's a piece of pimp.
I'm pimping you up.
I'm giving him 1%.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't know what percentages they make, but if he's your manager, no, that's a pimp. He would be a pimp.
we call it a business relationship.
I get a pimp.
He just sounded like you needed help. I'm just organizational skills. He's got them.
I think I can come up with the P&L, profit loss margin sheet and everything.
All right, cool.
This is the best pimp in the game.
Pimps don't do that. They just stay on the corner, bitch.
I'm different. I operate differently. I'm trying to like sign you right now.
Sign me to a deal.
Yeah.
I might be a first-round draft pick, man. So I need some perks. As a sugar baby, I come with certain things. You know what I come with? What I provide?
Dog bowl?
My own dog bowl. I don't have a briefcase yet, so I'll carry it. I'll carry it under
I got a laptop bag, but it's the same thing.
Same thing. And I'll lick your toes. Like, there you go. I feel like I come in the game hotter than you guys.
I mean, have you seen some of what
Maybe.
one male sugar babies are rare?
Yes.
And when they look like fucking models.
Yeah.
Okay, so me.
It's like Mark Wahlberg in the underwear commercial type stuff.
Yeah.
Me.
All right.
You.
Yeah, I did sit-ups.
What?
Did. Past tense.
Did. We don't know what year he's talking about or anything.
Yeah, I just I did them. At some point in my 28 years on this earth, I've done sit-ups.
I think everyone has.
Yeah.
So I could be a model.
I have.
You can't be a model.
But you said the sit-up thing.
I did crunches too.
I did those.
Back and forth.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Anyway, bitches. It's about that time.
All right, let's go through it. Do you want me to start us off as we...
Sure. Now, I think I looked up quite a few things that they're pretty mundane, but I'm pretty sure I can explain them.
Okay.
I think. It have been all over the place. Give me your phone, Connor. Quit looking at it.
I just pulled it up.
Wait. Hand Connor your phone. Quit trying to delete shit.
I don't like
Don't
it.
try to be sneaky, boy.
Oh, boy.
Connor all over the map on restaurants.
It
Can
look
you
like
afford Peter Luger's? What you make?
No,
You looking
I
for a sugar
can't.
baby?
I can't do
Okay.
Peter Luger's is pretty expensive, man.
I
I see you looked up Josh Hawley.
Who's that?
Okay. I'm on his phone. Josh Hawley is a senator from my state
Okay.
who is the first senator who has publicly said he's going to try to step in during the
Yeah, I wanted to know what was up with that.
He fucking sucks. Missouri is like it's doing its best to seem like a Dixieland state. Mm-hmm. So they're doing all they can to be extra shitty. Like we were very close to like striking down all abortion laws last year. Yes.
No, proceed.
Okay, I mean that was it.
Well, I just wanted to. I'm on Twitter, and Twitter is great for the initial amount of information you get.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm going to need to read a long form article by somebody that I can trust as a journalist.
Right.
So I made a mistake, right? And I clicked your reading list.
I don't know what's on that. I don't know how to say anything.
Hillbilly colloquialisms?
Sure. Oh, I think I was trying to look for a not a euphemism, but an idiom to try to explain something.
So you went to hillbilly versions of that?
Yeah. Because don't nobody use idioms like hillbillies.
Did you watch that movie
New Yorkers
recently?
ain't got idioms at all.
Yes, we do.
Hillbilly Elegy?
Brick ass, son.
That's not a what?
It's brick like ass.
That don't make sense. That's just a simile. It's not even an idiom.
There's some good ones on
No, it's
Mr.
not.
Bazemore's. Cloud shapes. That's a great one.
That's
phenomenal.
That's so cute.
I wanted to see some shapes.
You went from between the two. You went from cloud shapes, and then you looked up a different type of shape. You went to BBW. Very
did that cloud look like a BBW? Like a fat ass.
It has to. There's a train of thought here that I can get behind.
Facts, right? So check it. I wanted to know when the term "big beautiful women" started.
BB Dub.
And it was coined by someone named Carol Shaw.
Carol Shaw.
And this was in '79 when she had a BBW magazine. It was like a lifestyle magazine for plus size women. So she coined the phrase BBW because you see it now in porn.
Yes.
Sure.
And I
Drake
thought it was
songs.
a porn thing. I thought it was just like, we're going to make these big bitches feel good about themselves, call them this, right? I thought it was that logic. But it comes from like, empowerment, and I like that.
It's alarmingly nice for a porn category.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair.
Most
good
porn
for them.
categories are racist.
You looked up primates smiling submissive.
Yeah.
What'd you find out?
Okay, here's the thing.
And also, what the fuck?
Okay. I was smiling. My girlfriend didn't know that the reason we smile, evolutionary wise, primates would smile at each other to show that their teeth are closed. They're not a threat. So it's a way of saying, I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay.
I'm fine. And then I wanted to confirm that was true, and it's true.
Okay. Also, you don't look up your porn in safe search mode, you fucking psycho.
No, okay, let's not get too into that.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Wait, talking about it goes from Dunder Mifflin.
Yeah, I was watching The Office.
Yeah, he saw Angela on The Office. He's like, I'm ready.
It goes Step Bros Hard Cock to Dunder Mifflin. Okay.
Oh boy.
You.
I don't like. First off, I don't like that all porn is like 90% of it is now family related.
Yeah. No. Yes.
I know everybody says they hate it. Then why does it
just
keep coming out?
Yeah.
You can't avoid it. It's gotten to the point where
Right.
you have to get over that fact to watch pornography half
Right.
the time.
And it only took you 3 videos.
Yeah,
the
I'm quick.
same video. You got it in and you got it out.
I think my phone was having issues that day or something.
And then you said, "Is The Office the best sitcom?"
I was looking up a list of the best sitcoms ever.
What would you personally say is the best sitcoms ever?
I'm
The
really
top 5.
I'm partial to Scrubs, but I don't know if it would count as a traditional
Fucking
sitcom.
love Scrubs.
I'm very partial to Scrubs.
It is a sitcom, situational
Okay,
comedy.
Yeah. Okay, then I would say Scrubs. That's my personal favorite. But I was looking less for my own personal, and I was looking for like
what the streets are saying.
the critics and
What they say.
they have like Seinfeld
Fucking
and Friends.
Frasier.
Frasier's really high up there. I like Frasier. I don't get the hype
Yeah.
though. It's good.
Because it's air quotes smart. I think Office is one of the worst best show nominees. I don't think it's nearly as funny as people want to make it sound.
I love The Office.
Office is pretty good. To me.
Get out.
I also like Parks and Rec though, and they're kind of the same.
Whoa, guy. Chris, you Googled
Nothing.
what's a shit bag really
I
called?
did see that.
Like a colostomy bag?
Yeah, I didn't know the name for it.
Oh,
and I was having
okay.
a brain
I
fart.
like how you just told the internet shit and didn't go with like fecal matter
And it
or
was-
poop.
I also know how to do a colostomy surgery now.
No, you don't.
Well, I know how they do it.
You know the wiki how of it.
Basically, they just cut you and pull your shit out.
You went on a real big movie bend because you went from the film Boy in 2010
Yeah.
to Korg, the character from Ragnarok,
Yep.
to Suicide Squad, to Moana,
Same.
to
it's,
Green Lantern.
It's the same guy who was in it.
Who?
You ever saw Jojo Rabbit?
No.
Oh yeah, I watched that yesterday.
I just watched Jojo Rabbit. Great. The guy who plays Hitler
Just
is
quick
actually
sidebar
Taitiki
to his
Waikiki.
point earlier.
Yeah.
He looked up fucking my friend's mom on X videos. Continue.
No, I didn't.
You can't escape. No, you did right here. Right fucking here. Read it. Conner Dixon, read it in all caps.
But then you looked up Jojo Rabbit because you're a man of taste. You're a highbrow, lowbrow. You have quite the
I'm gonna
morning.
balance myself out. I don't want to be a dick.
You found yourself in the dumpster, and then you rose up into the high arts.
So that guy,
I called him Tatiki Wakiki the other day. Not his name. It's like
The director of Ragnarok?
yeah, it's like Taita
Yes.
Waikiki.
Oh, okay.
So he did all those things. I was trying to see all the things he's done. He was also Hitler in
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit.
Who was he in Moana?
Oh, is he?
Or he's just like a producer?
I think he was like a producer or a director.
Oh, okay.
So, or like a co-writer. He was
Got
a
you.
big part of it. So I was just like, holy shit, this guy's done a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
he made Jojo Rabbit, and then I heard he was Hitler in that movie because nobody else would play Hitler.
I would have.
So he had to step in.
I might have not.
That's a tough one to
But
beat.
it's his movie, so I mean that
but
makes
you're
sense.
playing Hitler, and Hitler is stupid.
There's my search history, by the way. It was in private mode, so you couldn't get to it. But Chris, you did look up, and I heard this too. I never quite understood the origins. Black people getting superpowers on December 21st. What
I got my superpowers.
would you get?
I come on time now.
Okay.
Was that here on time?
No, you weren't. You were late. You were supposed to be here at 3:30. You got here after Conner.
What happened? You can't use your powers every
Your
day.
superpower is broken.
I was like, I might have just been really early, and then I was like, no, that can't be right.
I had an Uber driver who wasn't black, so he didn't have his superpowers.
Oh, you did tell me he took you around
Yeah.
on a
So
little wild goose chase.
you're looking up a lot of Trump stuff and Proud Boys.
I saw you also were looking up agnosticism a bit.
Yeah.
You're looking up some.
Well, that's
religious
what
stuff.
he is.
Yeah.
I also am agnostic.
Well, interesting point. I was
Really?
randomly on a rabbit hole of agnosticism, and I found it this popular point of contention between atheists and agnostics.
Yeah.
And basically, atheists try to tell agnostics you're atheist. And the whole concept of the argument is them going, you can't be agnostic. Basically, they're going, your answer, you can't give the answer, I don't know, to the question, do you believe?
Well, I get that. You either
Yeah.
you either are or you're not.
But that's bullshit. I
but
think you
I
can give
hear-
the answer to anything.
But I say I can't know.
Right.
And then so an atheist is saying, no, I do know.
Right.
So that's where I think there's a divergence, right?
Right. And I think the answer is, I can damn well give the answer, I don't know, to anything.
Yeah.
If I don't know.
No.
You don't have to lean one way. And basically, that's the argument. Just trying to pace. Oh, go ahead.
You looked up Bill Skarsgård's Smile.
He's it. Have you not seen it?
Yeah.
He used to do that shit on like talk show. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, no, he knows how to do
That
the
thing with his bottom
Yeah.
lip by itself is because I just watched the first
The
It.
first one?
Because
you're
I
not-
have a soft spot for the original It.
But you're not into horrors like that.
Yeah, well, it was daytime. My girlfriend was here.
Hader?
I wasn't alone, so I
Were
felt
you Little
okay.
Spoon?
Huh? Yeah, I wasn't scared to watch it.
I
And
watched that movie. It
Did
was,
it scare you a little bit?
He got me on one jump scare.
Yo, don't be one of those. When they jump scare me, I jump scare back.
You buck at the TV.
Yeah.
And then you
Fuck
kick
your
a table.
problem.
Pennywise, little bitch, nigga.
Pull out. Yeah, the fuck you mean?
Pull up, son.
Yeah, you know why I'm
He
at.
got me on one jump scare in the first one when he kidnapped the girl. Which I told my girlfriend the interesting tidbit about the book.
There's a book?
Yeah.
It
it started.
Stephen King wrote.
Oh,
And
I should've
basically
known that.
after the
Did you
break,
call him King Stephen King?
what I call him?
King Stephen King.
Oh, well, I fucking King, comma
King,
Stephen
comma,
King.
Stephen.
Yeah.
We're going by the Dewey Decimal System here.
But basically, the end of the first act in the book, which is basically the divide in the movies, where they do like the oath to come back. In the book, they fuck.
Yeah, they all fuck.
All the boys in the movie or in the book have sex with the little girl. They basically
But they're all the same age.
they're all the same age. I haven't read the book, but I remember the article said correctly. It's her idea for them to like basically make this oath and basically run a train on this girl.
And that's going to do what?
I don't know. Make them cooler.
Makes me
I don't know,
question
that's-
Stephen King's motives here.
Maine is lonely.
We should be
place.
looking up Stephen King's search
Dairy
history
is
at this
boring
point.
as fuck. You got to do something.
I mean, let's be real.
Is it Darien, Illinois, where the movie takes place?
Derry,
It's Derry, Maine, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing: if you run a train with your boys, you probably will come back to your like. You guys have an oath because you guys will forever have that story of like, yeah, remember when we was in the woods and we ran a train on that girl?
Yeah, remember we ran a train on Bev? That was
So
crazy,
that's one
right?
way of coming back, man.
We got some vaccine autism here.
But that's why I Googled Bill Skarsgård's smile
I was in a heated debate with someone.
About
with
the
me.
vaccine casualties?
He doesn't believe that vaccines can hurt you. And
That's not what I said.
And statistically, there isn't a lot of statistics that say they can. So he's not wrong, but he's not right.
No, basically my argument is it is fine to be skeptical. Being skeptical of the vaccine for being skeptical's sake. But you don't have to fucking hit people with the fucking, it causes autism, there's a microchip.
I just heard a new theory.
There's a new one where women now become sterile, all bullshit.
I heard a new one and it fucked me up. I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just saying this shit is white fetuses in the vaccine. So they put white fetuses in you.
No, there was fetal tissue in one of the medicines that Trump got.
It's from like stem cells.
It's not in the
right?
vaccine. It's in one of the medications they give you.
But they try and put little white babies in black people. That was the thing.
They're making us all white.
Yeah, and I was
They're
like,
giving everyone privilege.
I have no comment.
no.
That's what I heard.
Fair.
Oh, no. You were Googling heroin overdoses?
Oh, yeah, because I was watching the Netflix show Dope. And I was seeing, and then there's a lot of crazy shit about, it's such a weird, I don't know anybody who's done heroin or opioids, but it's so prevalent that there must be people I know out there. And I just was like,
There's a shit ton in Missouri. I know at least I can name
and
three.
it's big in Illinois, but nobody
Mm-hmm.
from my high school that I knew did it. But I think now people younger than me
Yeah.
are
No
doing
one
it.
my age I can probably name.
Well, I think in urban
can
areas, those where I'm from,
Crackheads.
Jeffco, which is basically like that we call it South County, is when you get it's basically when the suburbs start become rural. It's very popular there
Because it's a little
When you-
hopeless.
right. When you get further and further away from like denser society, they turn to harder meth, heroin, all that
Because
shit.
it ain't shit there. It's not New York.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
I mean, no, it can happen. Like I would think, like once you get out of New York City limits, when you start getting into like maybe not NASA or Suffolk, Long
Albany?
Island,
Like
when you
Albany?
right? When you start getting closer,
Let's not get
when you get
twisted.
past Westchester and Rochester.
Let's not get
that
it
might be
twisted.
a
It's
spot.
here too.
There's drug addicts all
Yeah.
over.
But it's more so like, why are you still doing this, guys?
Right.
Like, new drug addicts might be the dumbest shit. Like a new crackhead is dumb. A new, like you're doing heroin now. You think it?
Like, how do you not know? You have to go out of your way to be that ignorant of what the shit does to you.
I don't know how hopeless you could get because you can be like really sad and then go like drink a bunch or even do blow or something like that. You're going to be able to bounce back from that.
Yeah.
We know now you don't bounce back from heroin unless you're super rich and famous.
Right.
And even then,
yeah.
you still likely
Right.
don't.
And the best you can do is Robert Downey Jr. Granted,
Yeah.
that's a lot. It's an apex to hit.
Yeah.
But then there's everyone else.
need an Iron Man.
There's only one Robert Downey.
Or all the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And not all of them lived.
Oh, I didn't know they were into heroin.
I think a good amount of them.
How about Flea? Flea was big into it?
I don't know if he was, but Anthony
He was
Kiedis
one I thought
was.
like that makes sense. Flea would do. 'Cause
Flea,
he's-
I feel like he'll lick heroin off of like a stripper's asshole.
Yeah. No,
Like, in
those
his
those
prime.
guys are never big drug guys because they're too crazy to begin with. They
Right.
don't need anything
Yeah.
to already be out of their minds.
That makes sense.
They're
think.
naturally a little loony.
I want to ask you a question off of what he just looked up. You're into R&B?
A little bit.
Joe Desi or Drew Hill?
I only know Jodeci. I don't really know Drew Hill.
I was trying to figure out who. I couldn't remember who sang.
Ooh, yeah.
No, it was somebody sleeping in my bed, sleeping in my bed.
That's Joe Desi.
Pretty good.
It was Drew Hill.
Is that really?
I thought it was Jodeci too.
That seems like.
Also,
maybe it's 'cause I
wanted to
was singing
see what they look like today. One of them got real fat.
it. I mean, you got to fall off at some point.
Yeah, no, you can't. I mean, Cisco's still normal. He
Cisco.
looks like Cisco, but
Is his hair regular now?
I didn't look. I was looking more so at the big because one of them got real fat.
Cisco would have to stay tight
Like
so
all
he
the
can keep
boys to
doing
men
the
got
thong song.
combined. Yeah. Connor, you're a sports fan? You see a
big.
lot of sports shit.
Yeah. I
No,
also
A lot of betting illegally.
No, I don't bet. I don't do that. Hey, I pay my taxes. No, I did. You have biggest ass in the world, like
Yeah, I looked that
all
up.
day.
Yeah, we looked that one up a while back.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
love that.
But I put limits on my social media accounts because
Limits?
it's like you can put limits on your phone, like I can only be on Instagram and Twitter this much.
Why? I did not know that.
But then it was fine when I was busy with work. But this time of year, the work slows down.
Yeah.
Even if I'm supposed to be working from 9 to 5, you don't have enough work to fill it up.
Even if it wasn't a pandemic, this is just a slower time of the
But
year.
I kept those limits on it. So I've just been, I got to fill my time with something.
Okay.
It's with ESPN.
And you're
Mostly.
an Illinois guy, so I'm assuming Bulls, Blackhawks.
Yeah, I like the Bulls. They've not been good for a while.
It's been a while. What was the last time they were really good? Fucking that
Derrick
D
Rose, Tom Thibodeau.
MVP year.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but they didn't. The
That was
Heat
actually,
were too good.
But I do like one thing here that Connor typed into his phone that I love. Crab Rangoon is so good.
Yeah.
Why did you Google
Yes.
it? You just want someone to validate your
I
feelings?
was really drunk.
There's no Crab Rangoon here. And if it is, it's fucking whack as hell.
It's not as prevalent in
gotta-
Chinese restaurants around here.
Now you
And
gotta
I
go
was
to
like,
good Chinese spots. There's a Chinese spot. They serve it. It's fucking delicious, man. I don't know if it's real crab, but that's not.
Oh no,
important.
it's I don't. It's like I don't know what Crab Rangoon is.
I mean, I looked
Cheese
that up
crab.
too. I think I wanted. I don't even know if there's real crab in it, but there's only one place near my apartment that has crab rangoon, and I swear to God, it comes on and off the menu at a whim. So I'm like, I really want crab rangoon, and it's not there. That's like the reason I was ordering Chinese food that day.
Right.
I just wanted crab rangoon.
Fire.
I'll fight someone for some crab rangoon.
It's the
Yeah.
best. It's. I think it's better than spring
like
rolls.
a child. I don't want to lose.
I don't want to fight an adult.
Yeah, because then I risk losing the fight and not getting the crab rangoon.
If you fought a child,
No, if I fought a dog.
you'd only fight a kid.
Yeah.
Last question to Connor. Did Adam Sandler deserve an Oscar for Uncut Gems?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I never
don't
saw
think
the
so.
movie.
Me neither. But
I watched
only
it.
heard that he
I watched
deserved
it
an
a third
Oscar.
time on maybe Sunday. It is good. It's a great movie. But like half his lines are things like, "That's gonna make me come." Can we not act like he hasn't said something similar in
Oh,
every
go into my
movie?
YouTube. Matter of fact, give me your phone. Let me into your YouTube, man.
There's nothing in there, man.
Let me into your YouTube, man.
No, there's nothing in there. Continue with your.
Yeah, go ahead with crab. I'm sorry.
The best.
I want crab rangoon so bad.
The best actors in Uncut Gems. Sandler's great, but Kevin Garnett, Trinidad James is in it.
Oh,
Because the movie's supposed to take place in 2012. So Trinidad
he's
James.
pause. What are you typing? What are you? He's typing something into my phone, and I don't like it. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, you did look that up, right?
I looked up, if I suck a dick, am I gay? Apparently, I just typed that right now without the phone in my hand.
It's called voice command.
Oh, is that what it is? You fucking liar!
But
Let me log it. But go ahead.
Trinidad James had to go into that movie knowing like his career peaked on the year that they went back to for the movie, and then still took the role
Really?
because the
It's
other
like it
guy
takes
in
place
it,
in like 2013 or something.
yeah, and the other guy in it's The Weeknd. Well, of course he's going to take that role because
Right.
he's ascended to greater
Yeah.
stardom. Kevin Garnett won a championship around that same year.
Oh,
He's going to
shit,
take.
he did.
Trinidad James comes in and he's like,
Gold all in my chain, and that's all I
fully
have.
expected to be where The Weeknd's at, and I am not.
And he says that. type
No,
shit?
no, he's not. He's like living like he's on top of the world. So it must have been a hard role for him.
No, it must have been great. He's like, this is how I felt again.
Oh, 2013, so much fun. Black president.
Gold
Yeah, and
all
then
in my
he's
watch.
like, now I'm going back. So, yeah, man. You know what? Why don't you just give them your socials and stuff?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been fucking amazing.
Awesome. This has been a lot of fun. My Instagram is @it's Conner Dixon, ITSCONNORDIXON. I think everybody knows how to spell it, but
Dixon can get weird. I
Dixon
know a
can
lot
get
of
a little-
Dixons where it looks like dick.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
like
DICKSON.
I don't
Yeah.
spell it that way. And then I'm also on Twitter. Same handle on Twitter.
All right.
And as we always say, thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.